Hey there, YouTubes. So, we are back here on our Smurf, and let's see. I got an ideas. Let's see if we can just get the gold that we need from just doing Hebrew monsters. It's possible to do this when you're in the C range and higher, but you're running a risk of not getting it. You're not getting the amount of gold that you need. So, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. And once you're on this level, you might want to, because then you save time. You don't have to farm gold. You can just get it through that. It can become a time saver if you do that. And if you do it right, it becomes quite a good time saver, in fact. So we only need to build two things, because we are currently building... Cats, of course, climbing through the window and jumping all over me. So we are building a town hall right now, so that's got a little bit to go. So we got only 2 builders available, which then puts us in position to do what we're about to do. So let's get it on. So let's doing the C's and just doing them for gold can be useful as a time saver. Of course, if you want your for sure gold, you farm for it. You go raid other people and you get it. But this way, it's possible we could get it. And if we do, nice. That's all I can say. Nice. So then you get your EXP, gold, and everything. Most of your daily needs in one shot. And of course, if you don't get enough gold at the end, you could then just farm your arenas and then go off and farm the gold. But we gotta hope for getting it, because it's quite a bit faster doing it that way, and so that's why we want to do it this particular way. We want to show methods that are, efficient. We want efficiency. So we're looking at this. I'm not seeing any problems. We should be pretty good. Frame rate dropped down a little bit. I should probably switch over to I got different recording programs that I use. One of them is Fraps, and the other one is I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to go look it up later. Usually I use Fraps because I like the color that comes out of it. Looks a little bit better, but then again, it's not doing any compression, which then leads to slowness. But I throw it in a when I do my recording, I do it in a RAID environment, so a RAID on SSDs, so it makes it quite a bit faster. So usually I'm pretty okay. Alright, interesting. So we are down a cannon. Should be okay though still, I think. But they keep spawning on the same side. That's just... Engineers can be toast, but really... Okay, maybe not. Alright, this is going to be slightly painful. There it goes. It pops up just in time. But they might be going after Marksman. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, so we just need a... Well, Marksman's going to be dead. Hopefully that is Lanacore. Lanacore bubble. Oh, he didn't. Can we... We shouldn't be able to live through that, can we? Is it possible? It is! Even without a Lanacore. Apparently Druid heals well enough. Druid's the boss. Alright, so let's keep that going. Any issues. Should be good to go once I get these bombs out. Trying to think. We're going to be leveling up a little bit from this possibly as well, so we gotta love gaining those levels on our heroes. Getting the thought of like Thunder God. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have Thunder God and we're gonna move to D. D is where I want to be. Transition to E takes a little bit more effort. From D to E. And then from E to F takes another chunk of effort, and F to G takes even more. But the EXP that you get on G is ridiculous, so would love to make it to there. Thinking right now when I'm going to make the switch to D. I know we're going to do some attempts shortly on D. We'll probably do one attempt here at the end, just for giggles, to see if we can do it or not. I don't think we would, because we don't have our hero bases high enough, and we don't have our towers high enough. But we're getting close. Uh-oh. They're going after Marksman, because Marksman hopped the wall. Stupid Marksman. Atlantic Core did the same, but Atlantic Core, on the other hand, can protect itself. So Atlantic Core is allowed to do stupid things. Marksman, though, on the other hand, really doesn't do that much DPS. And the same thing with so losing Marksman or losing Shaman doesn't affect us too much. Good chunk of our damage all comes from Engineer, so come on, Druid, get your heals off. But unfortunately, Druid and Atlantic Core decided to go forward. Druid's toast. But I'm surprised by how much damage Engineer can do. Watch, just watch this. Oh, come on, Engineer. Get it up, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it up. Poof. No, don't walk your butt out there. Are you going to duke it out? You're going to duke it out. Engineer's like, well, I'm the boss. See, that's why Engineer, I just think, rocks. He can clean stuff up. Just clear it out. Poof. A lot of people question my love for Engineer as a low level. People say that it's not the best green that you can get. What are you talking about? Engineer is pretty much the best green you can get. Arguably Angel, but, you know, Engineer is definitely up there. And then I think Marksman is after that for a green. And I really don't think any of the blues are really any useful yet at this time. Maybe they might come out with a blue later on that is going to be useful. Like maybe they come out with a blue healer. I think they should. My opinion. That's just me rambling. So let's see what we got here. It's a little harder to control this when you're working on with the keyboard. For fine-tuning from a distance, I guess. But, yeah. Usually my mouse is pretty good. It's a Razer Naga. Alright, so looking good, looking good, looking good. Go for it. Kill it. Kill it with fire. So far, so good. Close calls, but still, they worked. Someone proposed a theory of why low might is so good is because you have a higher level town hall. That's sort of true, yes. In a way, yes. The more walls you have, the better off you are, and I've said that before. Walls make up a good chunk of this game. Being able to control and manipulate where the heroes go and how they attack you is very crucial to how this is. That's why my base is so important, is because the way we have the walls set up. The more walls we have, the more options we have. So, yes, in a way that is true, that Smurfs get most of their power from the town hall being higher. Because you could have high-level heroes, and they could do jack diddly squat, because you don't have enough walls to properly guide them. to where they need to go. So that is true. It's about properly spending your might. Use your might on things that, you know, is going to benefit you. Keep spawning on this side, which sucks a little. Well, let's see what we can do. I think we'll be alright. Cannon's going to be lost for sure. Right? Engineer, you got something to say? Engineer? Ah, the cannon is not lost for sure. See, we're doing good. Doing good. Of course, they spawn on that side again. This time they might have aggroed engineer. Craziness. They did not aggro engineer. They might have aggroed. Oh, looks like they got the tower. And shaman. They aggroed shaman. Must have been like a smidge further out. Which is fine. Shaman is more of a tank-y, but not like a true tank, but tankish. Alright, so that tower has quite a bit of HP on it, so we should be, for the most part, okay. Get Atlanticor, get your butt in there. We want everyone to hate you. There you go, Atlanticor. Pop, 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 pop. Ooh, Atlanticor did not pop. So we are running on just off the back of our heels. And also we got Cannon popping away, so Cannon is doing most of the damage there. Until we get a Thunder God, of course. So what saved us there was Cannon. But that's why we have Cannon, because we understand our weaknesses. And our weakness is we do not have a Thunder God right now. You need a Cannon. That's sort of how it goes. But if you have Immortep, you are doing fine. You might not need a cannon if you got that, because that sucker does some nice AoE damage. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Looking good. This one shouldn't be much of a problem. Come on, engineer. Go pop. There you go. A lot of my damage in this group all comes from engineer. This setup right here that I have going on right now hinges on engineer going pop and taking out everything. Because he hits pretty hard for a green. I know some people might be like, what, really? His AoE is pretty impressive. Usually I don't take engineer above 60 though, but I've been unlucky with legends. You should have a Thunder God or a Snowzilla or one of the AoE types by now, but been unlucky. So I'll roll with what I have and show you how to work around it. That tower's doing pretty good so far. Now we're getting to the point where we might be able to take that garrison out of the tower and just leave it as is. And we should think about that, because then we can get more EXP for our heroes. I haven't been paying attention. I should have been paying attention to how much gold and mana we have, because we're supposed to be building. Ah! Naughty me. So let's see what we got going on. Come on down. For the most part, this should be a easy cleanup, I think. Even with that spawn, Atlanticor is going to go in there, and then should take the majority of the aggro as long as he doesn't get stunned like he did last time. That was not good. Atlanticor getting stunned. Okay, Atlanticor, there you go. Vlanacor doesn't use his little special, it's not good for us. So, there we go. Otherwise, the Vlanacor is pretty useless if it doesn't even take. Alright, that's a lot of mana. So we can definitely do something with that. It just requires a little bit more to get some gold. We did gem up that. So that's 3,800 for that, 3,800 for that. Get one of these going up. Well, Vlanacor could use a bit more HP because he's all tank. So I would say Vlanacor is pretty important. Should we get Shaman up? That's a good question. Well, why don't we wait to the end so we decide what to do for our last builder? You know, we got two more. We got two more. We could get a good chunk. Who knows? We'll see. So far, are we able to get enough gold to do one build of our choice? Let's see if we can get enough gold or mana to do the next build of our choice. In this case, it was mana. It's not gold, but let's see if we can get everything, all of our needs from just doing Here Be Monsters. And you gotta be like consistently winning all of your Here Be Monsters to get the gold or mana that you need from it. And it's not guaranteed that you'll get it. Sometimes you might just get pure EXP, which is not bad either, because then you're leveling up your heroes quite a bit, which can then push you to that next level range. Oh, so tempted to just say screw it and bring this guy up to 100 and really get some damage output, but we will get Thunder God eventually. Gotta be persistent. We will get Thunder God someday. Oh, and then we will get Reaper someday. But then again, once we get to D and we're farming D consistently, it becomes much faster to farm. And then once you're farming E more consistently and F more consistently, you'll get those shards much quicker, and you'll be better off. Or if you're lucky, you can roll and have better rolls than I do. Yeah. Can't wait to get our next set of walls. There's a new setup I would probably want to show you guys for that next town hall level. I don't think I ever put a video out on it of another version of a setup. And that's because there's so many different ways you can do it, and you really got to build it around what heroes you have. So you got to change your focal points of the walls. You got to change your thickness of the walls at particular areas depending upon what heroes you have, and that's sure there. And I try and show you guys the ones that are going to probably be one size fits all, but there is really truly no such thing as one size fits all. There are going to be exceptions, because some people went all melee or some people went all range. All range can pretty much do whatever the heck because they don't care. They're not going to hop out the walls. They're going to just sit behind and just peg away. That's why range are best. And floating is even better, because then they're not really hopping walls, so it doesn't really change the AI when they go over a wall or whatever. It seems to floaters are the best. Now, if you could have like a full floating team someday, that would be pretty powerful, I think. I think a full floating team would be actually pretty overpowered. In a way, you can get a few floaters. You can get Spirit Mage, you can get Reaper, you can get Cupid, and those three already. So you got, and that's 3 really powerful heroes right now that are floaters. So you can have some floaters that are extremely powerful right now, currently. Now get your butt out there, Vlanacor. Good. He's sitting on top of him. There you go. He's got a... He no longer can perma bubble. And we're okay. Getting lots of EXP, which is you know good, but an extent, we're also hoping for some gold here. So, to try D or not to try D, that is the question. I know we're going to horribly die. We're going to horribly die. I can pretty much guarantee it. But I really want to show you D to see what these guys can do at this point. But I know I'm not going to get it. I want those shards. If you were being smart at this point, it would be better to still just do C. I'm doing D just for the fun of it, okay? I'm going to do D just because I'm crazy, okay? Don't try this at home. It's one of those kind of things. Don't try it at home. And instead, we can level up our hero altar. How long is that going to take? 1 hour? So we'll level up our hero altar. So we have faster respawns on our heroes. Yeah. Or we'll see if we get any gold from D. We might get a chunk or mana to do something else. Like we might be able to level that up. We'll see. We'll see. So D. How horribly are we gonna die? How horribly are we gonna die? Place your bets below. Place your bets below. I'm gonna guess D3, D4, D3, D4, somewhere in there. Because our tanking buildings are not that tanky yet. When we get the next level town hall, we will have another arrow tower underway eventually, and that will make it more tanky in a corner. And we'll have more walls, so they'll have to walk further to get to the things that they're trying to kill as well. So that's going to put us better in range for D. Come on, don't let us die on 1. That'd be pathetic. Good. We beat it. Is all I can say. There is a possibility we can beat D. It's there. It's just very slim. So if you see me beat this, don't be like, yeah, it's going to happen all... No, it's not going to happen all the time. It's going to be by chance at this point. Okay, come on, tank. Do it. There you go. So we're making into 3, which I thought we would. And then we're going to have a problem because all of our tank buildings are going to be gone. And you can see we're going to have a problem already because our tank buildings are gone, and they are aggroing on Mr. Marksman, right? No, they're going to... Okay. That's going to leave us only that down. So we're going to really want them to spawn down there for 4. And you can see those griffins become a big problem at this point because there's no walls slowing those suckers down, which is then leading us to our only way of defense against griffins is just having higher level buildings so they have more HP. So we're making it a 4. Hopefully it spawns at the bottom. And it does. So it's going to aggro on the gold vault, which is good. We have potentially make it into D5. To win D5, our Atlantic Core has to tank, and we have to be really lucky. And when I mean really lucky, I mean like luck of the gods lucky. But no, we're going to die here probably. Most likely. Yeah, we're going to die here. Yeah, we're going to die here. Right, we're going to... Yeah, we're going to die here. Could we? I don't know. He has to get his shield at the right point to survive this. Did it seriously time out? Oh, it's the last building. Oh, there you go. Well, he didn't make it past that. But, yeah, so there you go. We made it past D3 and died in D4. Which, you know, I thought was probably going to happen. So you can see we're getting closer to being able to do D. We really need our tanks to be higher. If our tanks are higher, we will make it further. If our DPS is higher, we'll make it further. As well as if our walls are extended out and our lanes are extended, we will get more time to do damage. And so a lot of those things come from getting the town hall up. We'll get more walls, we'll get another tower for more damage. We'll get a lot of those from that additional town hall level, which is why we gemmed it. And at points you might want to gem it a town hall, and like we did, to get that advantage. And that is a big advantage over other people around our level. If you can see that having 4 towers is what we're going to have, and most people that we are attacking are only going to have 2. So that's sort of what we're working with, and that's how we did it. But now what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We probably want our heroes to respawn a little bit faster, so we should probably get our hero altar up. And if this was going to be your main account, you'd get your hero altar up. It's really important to get a hero altar up. Just so you can get everything respawn a little bit faster. But look, we did pretty good on our EXP here. Guys leveled up a little bit. We're doing good. We're doing good. This is overall a good run today. And we got, a good chunk of shards. We're on our way to Druid. Or not Druid, Thunder God. We'll get it. We'll get it. Shortly. It will happen. And then D will definitely be in our range. So, as you can see, we're coming up on D. We're nipping at the heels of D. And it did, we did fairly well, I would say, in my opinion. And I know what's holding us back. So, and that's the biggest thing, knowing what's holding you back. What is stopping you from moving to that next wave? And I know it's my tank buildings. They suck. Oh, was I retarded? Oh, somebody smacked me. Oh, this whole entire time I was also playing with this. I didn't even pay attention. This is why you should look in the beginning when you're actually trying to protect something. I was protecting a nada. What was I thinking? How much gold is up in this? That's where all my gold is stored right now, is up in here. So we should move that one. What I should have done, if I was smart, if I only had a brain, is to take this, or the one that was there, and throw it right there. Because that's level 10, that's level 6. Which one's higher? Oh, I fail horribly. Why did I do that? Should have been paying attention more. Naughty me. Maybe I could have pushed even further. See, I was talking about tank buildings, and that one's not tanky right now. It's really low level. This one's more tanky. Fail. See, I could have done even better. Maybe I could have made it to D5. Who knows? But we still did pretty good. We still did good. Even with me being retarded. So that's why you gotta pay attention. When you're swapping buildings, you have to pay attention. Usually on my Smurf accounts, I don't swap. And that's what you should do, is swap buildings around when you leave, for your main account, of course. You just swap buildings around when you leave, so you're protecting your gold and mana as needed. But if you have an actual Smurf account, usually you don't care, because you can get gold and mana so quickly. And I should have done just that and not cared. Maybe I should do the same again if I was smart. Should have had this in there. Fail. But we still did pretty good. Got all those C victories, and we made it pretty far in D. Maybe we could have made it further. I guess we'll have to find out next time. Alright, see you guys. Have a good one.